Neighbors are coming out from both sides of the street asking if I'm okay. And I tell them, yeah, I'm fine. And then they go, okay, but where'd the girl go?
Some people hunt for ghosts and others get hunted by them. In this episode, we're going to sit down with Curt, a real life paranormal investigator who's been chased by shadows, guided by something he believes is his guardian spirit, and changed forever by what he found inside of America's most haunted asylum. His story starts at 16 with a crash, a mysterious woman, and a question that still haunts him today. Did you have like a first occasion or experience that was like the paranormal is real?
Yeah. I've had little incidences my whole life, to be honest. But one time when I was 16, which I'll care to elaborate on, absolutely. But one time when I was 16, and another time when I was 3 years ago, that made me want to do the ghost hunting for real. It was the same two people that saw it with me. We saw a shadow in a graveyard, and it was just right next to us. And we couldn't get it on camera. We went back with cameras and tried to get it. And then we're like, you know what? Let's just keep doing this. Let's keep going and seeing if we could go to bigger places. And we just started doing that. But yeah, once when I was 16, and then once when I was about 36, I was when I was at the graveyard.
Wow. So take us back to the graveyard. Like, what were you guys doing there?
We were just investigating with no cameras, being a couple nerds, you know, all three of us. And it was about 2:30 in the morning. And we turn around and there's this light. It's like a red light, like an orb far away. And it got bigger into a shadow, a person. And I thought it was a real person. So I said, no, that's a real person. We got to get out of here. So we all start running, turn around, and that thing was gone. So it was just gone. Like literally 5 seconds of running, turn around, and just vanished. And so those two guys and I, we kind of went on a mission to find it. And instead of finding it, we went to other locations instead after we got the cameras and the equipment.
Oh, wow. So like, what was the process to find other places to investigate?
That would be my buddy who did the most part. He is the one that found the locations. I found a couple. It was just a matter of going online and looking up other researchers, other investigators, where they went, and then seeing how far it is. Really, it's just a matter of seeing how far everything was.
Nice. And then that led your road down the paranormal investigations that you were showing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you always believe like spirits were there, or was it the graveyard was just like, yeah, this is real?
I've always believed, especially after I was 16. I guess I can go ahead and tell that story. It's kind of messed up, though.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
All right. Well, I was in an accident one time, a van accident. I was driving in the subdivision, and I passed out. I was 16 years old, and I had a dream. When I was passed out that I heard this voice of a woman talking to me, telling me I got to be careful. I need to stay home more often, not leave the house. And I was up to no good, 16-year-old. And I woke up and I found out that I hit a tree and I was passed out. So I get out of the van. I'm okay. Everything's fine. But it's 5:36 in the morning. Neighbors are coming out from both sides of the street asking if I'm okay. And I tell them, yeah, I'm fine. And then they go, okay, but where'd the girl go? And I said, what girl? There was no girl. All that I had was that dream that a woman was talking to me in my ear. And they said, well, we turned around when we heard the noise. We saw a woman in your passenger seat. We turned around again and she was gone. And I'm like, no, there was no woman. I came alone. I'm positive. And that's what makes it so amazing, because there was nobody there. I was completely alone.
Wow. And how many people were like saying like, where'd the girl go?
About 4 or 5 different people, different houses. Yeah. The police officer like pissed off that they couldn't find a girl because he wanted to like arrest me or something. It was ridiculous, but there was nobody there. It was just me.
It was just you, like a guardian angel almost. Wow.
That's what I really, and that's what I do. I really do believe that it was a guardian of some sort.
Did it ever happen again where almost the same entity, or kind of occasion happen?
Kind of, actually. I had a dream. This is kind of cheesy, but I had a dream like maybe in my 20s that it was such a vivid dream. I can remember every bit and piece of it. But I had a dream that my guardian that night, from that day, that morning, I should say, came to me and said that this is who I am, this is who I was, and they gave me a name. So I just been calling her that ever since. I got a name now for her.
You got a whole name for her?
Yep.
Raidea. Raidea. How did the dream go? Like, did you ask for the name, or you don't remember?
No, it's a Final Fantasy game. I was in my dream. I was in a Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy VI, and she came as my favorite character. And she said, "This is the character that you would be more comfortable around." So it was really bizarre. And she said, "You can call me this from now on." I'm like, "Okay, that's the name then." I'll just. So when I started going to those haunted locations, I would pray to her, ask for protection. You know,
that's really nice.
Yeah.
You ever feel like there was a moment where like it protected you in your investigations?
Yes. Several actually, and sometimes I would even ask for her not to be so aware or present. I would ask for her to take a back seat sometimes, just in case, depending on where we went. Like when we went to Hinsdale, I asked for her to be front seat right there with me all the way, because I did not like the vibes from Hinsdale in New York. I just did not. I couldn't be in the kitchen in Hinsdale without getting dizzy. It was so bizarre. Every time I went in the kitchen, I just felt like I was going to pass out.
Well, walk us through, like, what was, I'm going to pronounce this horribly, Hinsdale?
Hinsdale, yeah. Hin, Hinsdale, yeah.
Hinsdale. All right. Yeah, walk us through, like, you walk in the door and this feeling washes over you.
Yeah. Well, like with Hinsdale, there was like a entrance, and then you walk into the front room and then the kitchen. So the kitchen, it's like a outside Florida room that connects into the kitchen. So you go in the first room. I didn't feel anything in the first room. And then the second room, the kitchen, I had to sit down right away. And there's several times on that video that you see me sitting down as soon as I get into the kitchen, and you see me go like, grab my head and just have to sit down immediately. I was fine in the whole house. The rest of the house I was fine in. I even was testing it, going around different levels and seeing, but as soon as I crossed that barricade that was to the kitchen, I would get dizzy. Like I feel like a blood sugar attack.
Like your whole blood sugar dropped and you had to sit down through it.
Mm-hmm. Several times too.
Was there anything else that happened in Hinsdale where you noticed like this wasn't right? Or
yeah, both. That was my second time I ever saw a full black shadow, a full black outside of a window floating. I didn't like that. I didn't trust that. But yeah, full black shadow on the outside of the parents' bedroom, just floating, just went right by, slow, right in front of me.
Right in front of you.
Yeah, they didn't see it, of course. I wish they did.
Oh, man. And were they behind you or in front of you?
Yeah, they were both next to me on different sides, but they were looking the other way.
Oh, man, of course that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So you said that was the second time. So that I'm guessing that was when you were in the graveyard, and then this time?
Oh, no, you're right. Third time then. That was the third time. I'm sorry. I saw a black shadow for my first time when I was in my 20s and breaking into mental institutions that were, abandoned in my local area. And, no cameras, just trying to find ghosts. I was obsessed with them all the time. And, yeah, I saw a black shadow outside of a window, again, floating. I don't know what it is with the floating outside of the window, but I panicked and I ran. We all ran after that. And it was bizarre. It was the feeling. I had a feeling that came over me when I saw it that I didn't like. And the same thing with Hinsdale.
And it was like the diabetic kind of feeling, the blood sugar dropping and kind of feeling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, I've heard that they play on your weakness some places or some spirits. I don't know if that's real or not, but I've heard that. because they can play on your weaknesses. And I have low blood sugar. I'm hypoglycemic.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah.
And, like, did you find with your tricks, did it bring you back up, or like when you're in the kitchen, was it still just a constant feeling of the drop?
No, it always went away and came right back if I went into the kitchen, that is, though. But no, like when I ran away from that first shadow, everything went back to normal instantly as soon as I ran away. And then when I left the kitchen, I immediately felt better. It was bizarre.
Just
So
instantly
bizarre.
felt better.
Yeah, instantly.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
like, you're like exploring these abandoned asylums. Like, walk us through what it's like experience this. Like, I've never done this before.
So I did my first abandoned one. I think I was still in high school. And it was, honest to God, like being stuck in a horror movie. Like we didn't have cameras and we're walking down this hallway, our first time there. We're walking down this hallway and doors are literally slamming shut behind us. And they're steel doors. They're heavy doors. And they're slamming like maybe twice back to back. But we just felt like it felt like we woke something up that day because you go to these places now that people have been to over and over and over again. But this place that I broke into when I was in high school felt different. Like it didn't feel like it was explored. It felt brand new. And it just felt awful. And then the next day, though, go figure out, the next day, we found out that on the news, there was a dead body that was found at that place. And we were there when it was there. But we didn't find it, thank God.
No kidding. That'd be just trauma
So,
right there.
yeah, really. So it just feels like you're in a horror movie, like being off camera, not having any cameras around, just with your buddies. It's vulnerable, you know? Like it's kind of scary, not gonna lie.
Was this daylight or nighttime?
Both. That one time was during the day though. The first time when we the doors were slamming, that was during the day.
So you're saying there was more activity during the daytime than there was nighttime, or did more stuff happen during the night?
Well, actually, good. That's a really good question. It seemed like that place was more active during the day, actually.
During the day. And was it just mainly the doors and the shadow, or did anything else happen?
No, it was mostly that.
Just that.
And the shadow, yeah, the shadow was at a different insane asylum though. So we just heard stuff at the first one. So there was multiple insane asylums that I've broken into. I probably don't know if I should talk about, but that's fine.
Yeah, so like you're exploring these asylums. Has there been any other occurrence that like just shakes your memory? Or was it just the shadow one?
The shadow one, the door slamming because it was so dominant. Just like it was literally next to us. It was the doors next to us. But when I was doing my year of ghost hunting with those two guys, right? And we went to Indiana State Sanatorium. It was so active during the day. It was more active during the day than at night. And we were doing a walkthrough right when we got there. We were walking through, and we heard a scream, like a woman's scream, but like a person, but like a floor below us. We're on the 5th floor of the building. We heard the scream, and again, the feeling that it brought was bad. And they both looked at me, and like, I'm the one that they would put in alone, like challenge. I would be the one with the camera alone doing alone challenges. And they looked at me when I heard that scream, and I was white. Like my whole body was white. They said, and they said they'd never seen me look like that before. So, yeah, Indiana State was nuts. Honest to God, nuts.
Wow. You're exploring these, and do you remember if it was day or nighttime?
The scream was during the day because we stayed the night there. We slept there.
And the scream was during the day.
Yeah.
Wow. I can just picture it, just like the abandonedness and the emptiness of these floors, and to hear the like a wail like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you, you know what? There was such a difference between paying money to go into these locations and breaking into them. Like when I was a kid and I broke into them, that's when stuff actually would most likely happen. But then when I paid to go to these places, I didn't have that sense of vulnerability. I felt safer because I was with my friends and people knew we were there. We were being, pretty much guarded. And I just didn't feel as scared, you know?
Almost like the heighten of that negative feeling of like sneaking in kind of heightens everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't think about that.
Wow. Like it just sounds like you have so many adventures like going out and exploring these places. Is there any that like made you run out or just like this is too much?
I've never ran out of a location actually, or tapped out of an alone challenge. I did one time. I was doing an Estes challenge with the guys. They were in a different bedroom. I was in one room with the headphones, and this was at the Beale Manor in Ohio. And we were doing it for like 10 minutes, but it got intense, and I tapped out. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore, guys. And I tapped out.
What was
That's
this
about
like
it.
intense feeling that you were experiencing? Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah. It was. Do you know that feeling like if you have your eyes closed, you can tell if somebody's walking up to you? Like you can feel it. You can see it almost too, but you can feel it.
Right, like
I was,
the air
yeah,
around you, right?
yeah, yeah. I was doing the Estes and I had my headphones on, and they kept saying, "He's coming, he's coming, he's getting closer, he's getting closer." And I didn't, and then they said, he's here. And I'm like, I could feel something approach, like cross a barrier from like my vision of, I don't know, I could just feel him. And he was right next to me, and I took the headphones off. I took the blindfold off. I'm like, no, I'm good, guys. I don't want to do this anymore. I tapped
Oh,
out. That was about it.
especially hearing it, like just like little whispers in your voice, or is it like intuition kind of feeling?
Well, no, we had the mic. I had the headphones on with the Necrophonic app on, so I could hear like whatever they were channeled through the radio signals, if it worked, that is. But no, but when I felt it though, like when I heard after he's coming, he's here. I could feel somebody like running up to me. Like I felt rushed on. I didn't like that.
And I was just like, I'm done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did anything else happen afterwards? Like it's like it's here.
Oh no, the build up didn't pay off. Yeah. No.
Just gave you the whole spook thing, and then the blindfold, and it's back to the place you were at.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Exactly.
And like, how does the rest of the investigation go after you do the box? You guys start researching with other tools, or
Oh yeah. That's a really good question too, actually, because I didn't. I had no idea. All three of us never didn't know what we were doing. We got some devices and we just went with the flow. We would, like, for example, if we heard about certain activities being more dominant in the staircase, we would put REM pods there throughout the night. And sure enough, they went off multiple times. Even when we were sleeping, they went off. They woke us up actually, going off multiple times on the staircase. But yeah, we kind of would like rig the house if it was a house with devices in different places, go back to different places, do an Estes in one room, do a Ouija in a different room, something, and go back to.
and go back over all the stuff that you set up? And
Yeah. Oh, and we would leave cameras by themselves every time. Like we would get to a location first, do a walkthrough with the cameras, and then we would leave the cameras on in different places and get food and record for about an hour and a half. And we got some good footage before.
you got some good footage.
Mm-hmm.
What is the one that just like put you in shock? Like,
Oh, it was at Indiana State Sanatorium. We were getting pizza, and we come back, and something, you can hear something really loud, like a growl, really loud. And then the tripod shakes, and then you hear laughing, and then you hear ha ha ha, and it cuts out. And then you hear a bed squeak. Sorry, you hear all of that. So you hear all these noises, and then it goes ha ha ha, and it cuts off on us.
The camera cuts off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy Christ.
And it was fully charged because we set it up in the beginning of the night. It was just a weird freak coincidence.
Oh man, I can imagine like watching through that. And then you guys go in and investigate it after the food, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Just walking through mostly and exploring with different gadgets, you know.
Wow. That's a lot of adventures, man. That's really cool that you go out and kind of just have fun with it and explore the unknown where you can go.
Thank you. We went to like 15 places. I counted before this. And yeah, and like I don't do it anymore, but I am so grateful I got to do it. I'll tell you that much. I'm very grateful I got to do it because like beforehand, real quick, I had this phobia of death, right? Like I believed in the supernatural. I believe in ghosts, but I still had this phobia of dying. I just did. And then after ghost hunting with the guys for about like 3 or 4 months, even, it was after Randolph County Infirmary, it was gone. It went away. I had an experience there that night that just took that phobia and has still gone to this day. I don't have it anymore. And like, if that's what it took, then I wish everybody could do that for a year, you know, ghost hunt.
Wow. Do you mind sharing what that experience was?
Sure. At Randolph? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I had to write a letter. This is so corny, man. I had to write a letter to a spirit to have it put in her bedroom at Randolph so it could stay there with her. Because something happened. I couldn't. Yeah. We went to Randolph. We get there. We get the tour and everything. Halfway into the tour, I get really sick. Again, the blood sugar thing. I get really sick. I get really, but like in a different feeling. I start to feel hated, not wanted. Like I had this gut feeling of something's telling me to get the hell out of here. And honest to God, Rob, if I wasn't there, if that was going to not go away, I couldn't have stayed there that night. I couldn't. It was too much. That feeling was way too much. After the tour was done, it was still there. It was about 12:30, and I blew the Aztec death whistle on camera, and which is supposed to wake up the dead.
Okay.
And we took out a few devices. We took out an SOS and we took out the necrophonic app, which we like, and it was working. But all of a sudden, you see me sit down on this one bench, and these 2 figures come up and sit next to me. And you could see their arms moving around behind me. And I'm like, I immediately started feeling better. I can't explain it, but I immediately started feeling better and better and better, like within split seconds. And I wanted to stay. And it turned out to be the best night of the best like ghost hunting night that we've ever done. It was my favorite experience. And there's a legend there that there's the spirit that is known to guard the place, right? Ida Gunkel is her name. And she committed suicide there. But she's like the head honcho spirit that guards the place. But there's also an evil spirit that's in the basement where I got the evil, bad feelings. And when I went into her bedroom, for some reason that night, I felt like it was her that came to me, that sat next to me on the bench and was like, hey, don't worry, we got this. It's okay. Because they said my name. That's right. They said, she or they said my name on the necrophonic multiple times that night and said, Curt. And then I started feeling better. And I can't explain it, but there was some connection. Something happened also in her room that night. So I wrote a letter to her and had it be sent, put in her room.
Wow, that's so nice to like see it. Did you see it on your tools at the same time, or did you go back and be like, this is how I was feeling at the moment?
No, it was pretty much at the same time because they told me as I was sitting down that there was a figure next to me. And I said, well, I'm feeling better, guys. I feel really calm right now. And then I heard my name immediately after, as I was sitting down, I heard my name and we went into her room. And then something happened in her room that made it all kind of a big circle. And it just made sense that it felt like it was her that was trying to like calm me down. Somebody was trying to calm me down. And
Wow.
yeah, it just to go from. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
It's just to
This
go
is your story. Oh.
so freaked out, scared, sick, hated, feeling like you're not wanted. All of a sudden, to feeling loved, like feeling like welcomed and to be wanted, and it was bizarre. It was like a roller coaster.
And that's what happened when you walked into the room, or when you were being comforted with a low.
Yeah, mostly when I was sitting down, mostly. But when I went in the room, it was just like a familiar face that I'm like, holy shit, it was you, kind of thing. Like when I walked in, it felt like. I know it's silly, but it's just the dots connected, you know.
Was there like photos in her room, or was it like something appeared to you?
No, we were doing another necrophonic actually, and it said my name one more time. I didn't want to keep saying that, kept saying my name because then it could lose the credibility, but it did. It said my name multiple times that night. And then a ball moved by itself. That's right. In the video, you could see a ball move by itself, just in a circle on the ground when we were sitting down.
Wow, so you guys like sat down and this random ball just started like going in circles?
Mm-hmm. After I picked up the ball from under her bed and put it in the hallway, too. Oh, and then after it spins around in a circle, we're going, oh, can you do that again? You can see an orb fly by the screen really fast. Like, not even an orb, like a figure, but small, like fly by. It was pretty nuts.
Right past.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like a huge experience there.
Yeah. Yeah. Randolph it was like I hate saying this, but it was like a spiritual awakening in its own self. Like when I was 16 and I had that accident, you know?
Especially to have both energies, like it's just like, even with the ball moving, that's pretty creepy, but it sounds like it was warm to you.
Yeah, thank you. It was. And that was the best night's sleep I've ever got, by the way. We slept there and I slept like a baby, like a baby. No, but real quick, somebody else, whenever anybody goes there, I watch their video when they go into her room and I can see my letter on her dresser.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I swear I'm not trying to say this like lightly, but there was one team that went there and they did they used a tool that you could like hear the spirits talking. And I swear I heard "Get Curt" loud as day. And they were sitting with a letter. Yeah. I'll share it. I have it on my phone. I think, no, I'll have to re-download it, but I'll get it. I'll send it to you.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Did you ever go back? Like, seeing something like that, I kind of want to go back there,
Not yet. Well, yes and no. I got to go back and knock on the front door, but they were locked. I couldn't get in. We drove past it one time, like months later. It's funny you asked me that. That's a really good question, actually, because I am going to go back. I don't care if I have to go alone, but I'm going to get maybe a friend and go spend the night, even if it's off camera. I don't care. I just want to go and like be there again.
I think that'd be a really cool recording, like, especially if you heard "Get Curt."
Yeah, I should bring a camera. Absolutely. I just wonder, like what would happen if I didn't bring a camera,
Yeah. Do you think they get photo shy in the next realm?
I think they don't want to be seen, to be honest. That's my theory based on like the things that I saw, because like one time I was doing an alone challenge and I was sitting in this house, the Monroe House in Indiana, the Demon House they call it. I don't like that name, but I was sitting alone in the kitchen and I asked for a sign. And I swear at Rob, right in front of me, this kitchen door opens by itself, slow, all the way, 90 degrees, and stops. And we had 2 cameras, of course, set up, but it was not on camera. It wasn't on camera.
Of course it's not, right? Like, come on, give us the real stuff.
Right. all you see is my face go like that.
I think that's the one you were showing us there in the group chat, wasn't it?
I think it was. That was with the SLS figures holding the baby and dropping it. I think, yeah, it was. That was a bizarre night. That was the last one I ever went on, actually.
Oh wow!
That was bizarre.
You were thinking of something?
Oh no, I just kept thinking that was a bizarre night. Sorry.
Oh, like being bizarre as it is, I've seen the video. You want to walk us through the night of that?
Absolutely, absolutely. And this was our second time at the location, by the way. We've been there a year prior to that. That was our second location we've ever done. And we go back, and the first thing we do is we set up apps like Necrophonic to see if they could tell us anything. And the first thing we heard was, "I remember you," or "remember you," something like that. And then it kept saying "you guys" throughout the night. But this place is no joke. I mean, the first time we went there, we heard people running around on the stairs within 5 minutes of getting there.
5 minutes.
Yeah. It was all off camera, of course. You know, we literally just got there and we heard people running around on the stairs above us. Oh. But then
like,
later,
get in there, like, did you guys like sit down, or was it like in passing in a room, or how did the footsteps trigger?
oh, I was walking through the hallway. We were all walking in the hallway, with our equipment, because we were just walking in. And then we stopped because we heard the footsteps above us, like literally just above us. We thought we had we looked up, and so it was just by us entering the house, just triggered something.
Yeah, that's literally right away.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, that night, the second time when we went back, way more happened. I don't know if the place was more familiar with us and more comfortable with us, but the SLS figures were crazy. I don't like rely on like the devices, but when they work with other devices that make them look better, then I do believe in them. I do. And the SLS was showing really weird things that night. And then the spirit box was making a lot of weird noises. So I took the camera with the SLS and I would shine it at the spirit box, and you could see a huge figure touching the spirit box. Every time we asked a question, we would say, "Can you touch that device?" You would see the hand go down and touch it. So like when you use devices multiple with each other and they work, like they did that night, that's when I started believing in it. And that night, everything was working together perfectly, like all night.
Wow. So when it was touching the device, that was like activating it too, or was it just like calling camera touching it?
Well, I think it was all in the same time, though. Yeah, well, it was really weird. Real quick, I meant to add this part. It was when my buddy Scott was doing a alone challenge, and he got the name Elizabeth. And every time that we said the name Elizabeth, it would touch the spirit box. So we would ask, "Is your name Elizabeth?" And it would touch it. We would say, "Are you a girl?" It would touch it again. So it was just all in one sequence.
All in one sequence.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, in a spooky way, like I would just be terrified.
Yeah. And that was after I did my alone challenge. So I did my alone challenge and saw the cupboard door open. And then that was like 12:31 in the morning. And then we did the rest of the night. And it definitely kept going.
Wow. And that was your last time going out with the guys.
Yeah.
And in total is what you're saying. Like you haven't gone out since then.
No, I want to. Don't get me wrong. Like it just kind of fell apart. The group itself.
That happens, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you had the opportunity to go like tomorrow, where would you go?
Oh, 2 different places, or 3 maybe, but no, 2 stick out the most. Randolph, for sure. Randolph, where the letter is, and Indiana State.
Indiana State.
Yeah, that place was like a theme park, man.
Hey.
Yeah.
For future paranormal investigators, what would you recommend to them? What would be your words of wisdom?
That's a good question. Honestly, like I don't know much about of that stuff. I just know a little bit of like what not to do, I guess. But I would say go with who you're comfortable with, who you feel safe with. Because like that's going to be your energy you're taking with you. And wherever they are is where you're going to be. So yeah, choose wisely who you're going with.
Choose wisely. Keep good vibes around.
Exactly.
Oh, that's really
Yeah.
nice. Let's think. So, when you were 16 and the girl appeared, like you
Yeah.
literally just passed out driving, right? Like it was just all of a sudden the wave washed over you, and then
Well, I was doing stupid things that day. That's why I left out of the story.
fair enough. We're all stupid when we're young, and we learn from it.
Yes,
Wow.
I'm very grateful that I'm not like that anymore, and I'm grateful that it was a long time ago. But you know what? I wouldn't trade it in. I honestly, I still take that path. Like I went to my dad's house the other day, and it's in his subdivision, and I still passed that tree on purpose because like it's kind of sentimental now. It's where I met my spirit or my guardian angel, or so I believe.
A reminder of all of it.
Yeah.
Has there been
Yeah.
any like you kind of go and like check out that tree? Has there been any instance or like you may have seen something, or is it just kind of the feeling that keeps pulling you back?
No, just the feeling. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I'm very like sensitive with feelings, right? Like we go to these graveyards and I would be able to see these barriers, not see, I'm sorry, feel. Like we walked on this new concrete and I could feel dizzy again as soon as I walked on the concrete. And I said, "Guys, come here, step on this concrete and tell me what you feel." And they did, and they felt the same way as I did. It's like crossing over onto something. And it was like the kitchen at Hinsdale again. I got dizzy. So I feel things very easily, I think. And I don't know. It's nice being aware of that, I trust my feelings is all.
Yeah, it's kind of nice having that intuition. It kind of makes you feel more comfortable. It sounds
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
awesome. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with us? Being here sharing your paranormal stories.
I can't think for the single life of me anything else. I got pretty open tonight, which is cool. I usually don't. I'm glad I did, though. I'm glad I did.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Once again, I really appreciate you hopping on. Is there anything you'd like to plug in? I know you stream. Did you want to plug in your channel?
Oh, it's okay. It's just my initials, right? CM, like Curt and then Michelle. CM Key Gaming. So CM Key Gaming. And I just started streaming video games. I just got a PlayStation 4. It's all new to me, so I figured I'd stream it too, maybe meet some people.
You're rocking all my favorites there, so it's nice hopping on.
Nice.
Yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time and sharing a lot of stories here of all your experiences, and especially the one with the lady in the room and the different energies feeling all in one total. Holy Christ.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to do it, my friend.
Thanks for hitting the end of the episode and watching it all. I really appreciate you here. If you're new here, we would really appreciate if you liked or subscribed. It really helps this channel grow. If you have your own paranormal experience you would like to share, hit up oopsallghost@gmail.com. We'd love to have you on. I'm always watching all my social platforms, so feel free to hit us there too. Anyways, stay spooky, guys.